Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula, and in today's video, let's have an Hermès unboxing. These type of unboxings are quite rare on my channel because I don't think I am a regular shopper at Hermès, and it's mainly one item category that I'm, at least so far, interested in. Some weeks ago, I made a video of where I basically shared my Hermès sandal wish list. So different type of sandals that I am interested in from the brand, trying to make up my mind. And before anyone actually thinks, was this purchase needed? No, I definitely don't need any more Hermès sandals, designer sandals, probably not even sandals. But here we are anyway. I wanted to celebrate a work milestone or accomplishment, and this probably is not a good thing, but I am one of those people who like to buy something to celebrate myself and my accomplishments, and just basically reaching something meaningful in my life. And I do agree, if someone is now thinking shoes as a celebratory milestone present is not everlasting, I'm aware of that, so we don't need to focus on it. I think I have made enough disclaimers at this point, so without me rambling anymore, because I'm capable, let's open this so we can start actually talking about why this, what happened, etc. So I did purchase these online because there is no Hermès store where I live, and these were available. So obviously, me being very impatient, I couldn't wait before in a few weeks I traveled to a place where they might have an Hermès store and they might actually have these, but I wanted them now, so here we are. Ta-da! Well, I said it's sandals, so two dust bags, probably not a surprise. Now, if you did watch the video where I shared all the different alternatives that I'm interested in, what do you think is in here? I won't make the suspense any longer. So, here are the Hermès Antiqua espadrilles in the color Etoupe in suede. Hang on. Din, din, din. Here we are. And this is what they look like on the other side. So size 42. Same as all my other Hermès sandals. And if you don't know, these are actually from the men's shoe side. So these are not originally intended for women, I guess. But I have to say that there are some sandals from the women's side I do like, such as my Santorini ones, but the men's sandal styles just seem very comfortable. And I'm all in for comfort. And here we are. As you can see, I have not yet worn them. Probably when this video comes out, I hopefully have used them a lot walking the streets of somewhere in Europe where we're going. So I can't tell yet how comfortable they are actually outside. But of course, I have walked inside in our apartment in them, and at least the kind of initial feeling is so good. So even though this is suede, it is lined with, I don't know what type of leather this is, but it's like enormously soft. And because this H piece of leather, it is actually quite big on the foot, these are really good to walk in. They also have a leather patch on the heel, and as you can see, the sole is quite thick, and there is also a tiny heel piece. So having these on actually feels really good. The sole is not like mushy soft, but when you have your foot in here and you walk, it feels comfortable. One of my concerns was this kind of ropey material and how harsh this would actually be next to my skin. So far, well, so far easy to say, I haven't actually used them, but it didn't feel at all what I expected it to feel. So it's definitely a lot softer than I anticipated it to feel. In the video, I did go through quite many pairs of sandals, and there is many reasons why I ended up with this pair. One is that I already have quite many sandals from Hermès, and I have spent quite a lot of money on these, and out of all of what I was looking at, these were the least expensive ones. So I mean, I'm honest, that plays a factor because I'm not in a position in my life where I would feel comfortable in spending almost 1,000 euros on sandals. We'll see next year, right, where I'm then. But at this point, I just couldn't. And that basically just ruled out already a few styles because they just were, in my opinion, too expensive for what I was willing to spend. I was looking at another pair of the sheeples, but I didn't want another pair of those. Funnily enough, I have them also in a tube, and I chose this in a tube, so let's see how that will will work out. So then it was kind of the only big hesitation that I had originally with these, and I'm not sure if that's still gonna be the case, is the fact that they actually have this type of espadrille material. And well, I don't live in a climate that has all year around summer. We do have also rain in the warmer months, and I'm really scared if these would get wet. Not so that I would leave home when it's raining, but you never know if it starts raining, right? Thing that I wasn't really, I don't know, didn't maybe read enough is that the bottom is actually leather. I was maybe expecting rubber or something else, but it's Hermès, so why wouldn't it be leather? And this is the same material as all of my other Hermès sandal soles have been, which actually have lasted quite well, although I think I should at some day go to the cobbler and put some kind of protection on these, so additional soles, so that they would last longer. But I just felt that if my only concern with this sandal style was that I'm afraid they will get wet, well, I'll just have to be careful when I wear them. And truth be told, I don't want my other Hermès sandals to get wet either. So I wouldn't wear them when it's raining or if there's a possibility of rain anyway. So I just felt that I would just use the same carefulness with these. All right, how do you feel about women purchasing men's sandals? I mean, personally, this is my second pair of Hermès men's sandals, so clearly I don't have a problem. And I have to say, those were so comfortable, the initial feeling at least. I think it's quite interesting because I did receive a comment from Mary in my wishlist video where she kind of brought up the thought of like, what if people consider these to be not authentic because the women's age is usually a lot slimmer and smaller. I had not actually even thought about that, and it's an interesting point of view for sure, but I don't know, I just don't really have the energy to be worried if others think that these are inauthentic because they haven't familiarized themselves with men's shoes. But I would be so curious to know, what do you think about this? Because of course I don't want to be walking out and everyone thinking that I'm buying fakes left, right and center. But I just didn't really think that that would be something to actually take into consideration if someone would think my shoes are fake or not. So I think it would be really interesting to hear your thoughts as well. Do you consider that? How would you approach this? Because of course now I have the thought in my head. Do you have these sandals? What do you think? Are they comfortable? Do they last long? I mean, like, let's share now that I've purchased these. don't tell me that these don't last long. No, but seriously, if you have the shoes, please let me know your thoughts of them. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.